After the last election, we had a brand new state senator, and we were just trying to figure out how we can work closer together as a delegation, and with Marcos and Frank, Representative Zaglio, all of us. I'm trying to figure out how we can better stay in communication. And the senator had a great idea of saying, hey, if we have some space in the hall, is there a way that we could, have a place for people to work out of? And I thought we do have space in the hall. This used to be the engineer's office. It was a room full of paper and desks, and it wasn't really being used because the engineer, after Santo Nicolosi, was always stationed inside the Department of Public Works office, and so that's where that person is today. All the time we're trying to figure out how to better use the hall to better serve people, and this cannot be a better use of that. Like I said, it was an empty room full of paper, but I really appreciate the leadership that Senator L'Italian brought to bringing this to fruition. But more importantly, appreciate having the delegation just downstairs in case we need to pull on their coat for something. But also for you guys to be able to come in and not have to go into Boston to see him or have to wait for some office hours. There'll be somebody here. So personally, thank you, and I personally want to welcome you to the City Hall. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So I am so thrilled that the mayor has been so kind to let us have this room. I remember what it looked like the first day we saw it. It was a mess. And we just needed a little bit of space because I feel as though the citizens of Lawrence deserve to have access to all levels of government. So they know they have great access here with the mayor and his staff. It's not as easy to, make a long distance call into Boston or to get on a train or a bus or drive and park. We really wanted to bring the best of what we can offer out here, so to where people live, where they spend their time. And, my other feeling is that many people don't know the difference between federal, state, and local government. They just know they need some help, right? So we wanted to be able to come in and be able to troubleshoot and help folks. In fact, many people that I've met today, either from an agency or a program or a business, and some people have already grabbed us today saying, I need some help. And so this is really the first step in connecting folks, at least for me. I must say the Lawrence delegation, the House members have been on the job, doing a fantastic job for many, many years. But this is new for me to be here in Lawrence, and it's my unbelievable privilege to be here. And I feel like to do the job properly, I want to be accessible, available, and I'm a social worker, so I'm someone who wants to help people. That's really the core of why I wanted to be a senator. So allowing us to be here, the mayor opening up this office and his staff helping us out really will help us connect with people before a little problem becomes a big problem, right? It's always best to get to people when it's a small problem, not when things have really gotten out of hand. So we want to be here, we want to be accessible, we want to be helpful, and I would just like to point out the staff that I have that are here, so that you have names and faces, and if you have things you wanted to say today, you can grab somebody. So we've got Joe Thibodeau, who's right here.
Big Joe.
Yep. We have Sean Regan, who's behind Joe.
Thank you, Sean.
We have Wes Ritchie, who is my chief of staff. He's out there in the hallway.
Thank you.
We have Erin. Where are you at, Erin? Erin Riley in the hallway.
Thank you, Erin.
Melissa's in the back.
Thank you.
And Maria de la Cruz, who will be here on a very regular basis. She will absolutely be here 3 days a week, and the other 2 by appointment. We can certainly be here and available as well. So thank you again, Mayor. I think this is awesome. I'm so excited. We'll turn it over to Marcos, and then we'll cut the ribbon.
Great. You listen to me, how excited I am. I'm so happy, definitely. Having Senator Barbara Italian sharing this space with us here, and not only that, actually to have access and openness to the constituents, that's quite positive. Also, I thank from the bottom of my heart our mayor, who is a great administrator. He's using the resources, in this case, this property, that belongs to the people. So he's sharing what is the people's property, and he is embracing us here. Not only that, he promised to also lend us the conference room by his office, in case that we have any kind of meeting with constituents. Although we are giving a small stipend as representatives, we usually use that for stationery and many other things that we do. We spend that. But to have a space is tough, and it costs money. And we are so grateful to the mayor, and it's great to work in harmony. That doesn't mean that we'll be on the same page in different political issues that might occur, but it's great to have that kind of openness and interaction, and be in a public building, in a governmental building like this one, the City Hall. And it's wonderful to have our senator that is serving to the largest population in the district, the Lawrence population. It's great to have Maria here almost every day, 3 days. And I'm gonna also mention that with me is George Cruz, who is my legislative aide. It's gonna be
Jay.
here.
Yeah.
George will be here mostly Friday, depending on the circumstances. But we can be here at any time, available in case we have any meeting. We may arrange meetings with organizations or representatives of different agencies and organizations, and we have a space. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank
Our
you.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Senator.
Awesome. Awesome. Very good.